independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Welcome to my craft corner.
I thought the tree from the Tree Builder Punch would make a perfect Halloween card. Now, the supplies from my Getting Started challenge do not include any Halloween stamps. There's nothing that says Happy Halloween, but that won't stop us. Here's how to make this Halloween card. From our paper, we're going to pull out a flash card that's white and one of the larger ones that's in the Delightful Dijon. From our kit supplies, we're going to pull out the Tip Top Taupe and the white envelope. And we're just going to grab these little scraps for punching. From our inks, we're going to be pulling out the Delightful Dijon, Mint Macaron, Watermelon Wonder, Tip Top Taupe. We're only going to be using the Sprinkles of Life stamp set today. From the embellishments, we are going to use the silver metallic thread, and we're going to pull out, we're going to do the washi tape, and we're going to pull out a banner. Let's see which banner. Oh, I think this one will be great. From our toolkit, we'll need our scissors, and we will need dimensionals, our block, of course, and we will need the punch. The Tip Top Taupe note card comes pre-scored, but if you just use your bone folder to get a good crease in that and set that aside. You're going to take the Delightful Dijon and your washi tape and just run some washi tape across the bottom of that. And the washi tape is wonderful because you can, if you don't get it just exactly where you want it, you can reposition it and you can just tear it. I'm just wrapping it around. If you would like to cut it, you may, of course. And set that aside. That's going to be another layer. And we're going to be stamping on the white. We're going to use the Tip Top Taupe to punch our tree. You need to be very careful about this piece. If you want to use a larger piece, it might be easier, but I'm looking at all the corners to make sure that I get all of the parts of the tree punched with the paper, but it can be done. And we're going to punch, these are apples or cherries, but I'm going to use it for pumpkins. So I'm using a Mint Macaron, a Delightful Dijon, and a Watermelon Wonder. And we're going to fold the banner in half and put a good crease in that. And for today's project, we're only going to use half of it plus a little part to fold over our card. So we can still use this little banner for another project. We're going to use the leaf, pile of leaves stamp. So we're going to put that on our block. And we're just going to kind of dab a little bit of Mint Macaron. Just kind of dot it randomly. And randomly dot the Tip Top Taupe. And maybe even a little bit lighter with the Watermelon Wonder. And then kind of fill in with the Delightful Dijon. So what I'm looking for is a pile of fall leaves. I remember when my dad used to rake and he'd have a big pile of leaves, and I've come along and jump on top of those leaves. Favorite memory. I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of my tree. This multi-purpose glue stays sticky, so we can do that and even let it dry a little bit. I'm wrapping around 2 fingers with the silver metallic thread 4 or 5 times. and snipping that off. And so my circle is about, an 1.25 inches or so. And I'm just going to kind of mess those loops up a little bit and stick them on the back of my tree. I do kind of like to tuck the ends in so that they're not hanging out, and then adhere your tree by your pile of leaves off to the left a little bit. Then we're going to help to make these little apples look more like pumpkins. So we're going to use the Delightful Dijon marker, and the marker has a thin line for the writing side. We're going to use the thicker side and just draw little veins, curved lines along our pumpkin. I'm just drawing the veins on the mint macaron and the watermelon wonder pumpkins. And then with the writing side of the Tip Top Taupe, I'm going to draw a squiggly little smile and some kind of tiny sort of triangle eyes. Then I'm going to color in all the stems on all 3 pumpkins. I'm going to go ahead and put a little dot of adhesive underneath on the bottom of the tree and about a 1/2 inch over, and I'm going to adhere my watermelon wonder pumpkin and my mint macaron pumpkin. Then I'm going to use just a portion of a dimensional on the back of my last pumpkin and adhere that one in front of the other 2. Very cute. Next, I'm just going to pull out the Happy Birthday stamp, and I'm going to use the thick side of the marker to color in just the happy from Happy Birthday. And I'm going to center that on my tag. And then I'm going to freehand Halloween. I'm going to give myself a little sticky note border. Now Halloween, I need to write still pretty small, but starting off near the side. And I'm going to intentionally make it a little wiggly with all capital letters. And if your hands shake, all the better. I'm going to wrap that over my white layer. I'm going to use dimensionals to layer my stamped layer over my Delightful Dijon layer, and then just adhere straight to my Tip Top Taupe layer. Happy Halloween! If you would like to decorate your envelope, you could always stamp either the leaves or the tree. I think I'm going to ink up my tree. And I could also put a few leaves on there. Dibbling on just bits of color. And then primarily the Delightful Dijon again. And there's my Happy Halloween card. Bet you didn't think you could get Halloween from the Sprinkles of Life card set, but I think this turned out pretty great. If you need these supplies, or if you would like to know more about my Getting Started challenge, many projects, few supplies, come on over to bevadams.com. I'll have the directions that you can download and also a link to all the shopping that you might want to do at Stampin' Up. Talk to you soon. Bye.